Hi, my name is Amari and I'm 15 years old. I used to live in Africa until one day a group of pale-skinned men came to my village and attacked us. I lost everything, my mother, my father, and my younger brother, who were killed in the attack. The attackers took me and I became a slave. We were taken on a boat where we spent many days and nights. During the journey, I had to go through many hardships and struggle. However, I met a nice African woman called Afi, who treated me as her daughter. When we arrived in the Carolines, I was sold to a man named Mr. Derby, who brought me as his son's birthday present. When we arrived to Master Derby's plantation, the weather was similar to my hometown in Africa. It also had many land, which is where many slaves, like myself, worked. Despite all the struggles that I went through, I always know that the bright metallic copper sun is the same sun that sets each evening upon my homeland.
Hi, my name is Teeny. As a young girl, I was taken away from my hometown. I was a slave sold to the owner, Mr. Derby. As a slave, I had the worst life. It even came to a point where I was separated from my 2-year-old child. I worked as a kitchen slave where I made food for the owners of the house. Slaves were how they made money. They either sold cash crops such as tobacco or sold slaves. Everyone who was not rich was treated differently. Slave had no say whatsoever. Rich made all the decisions. Indentured servants were forced to work and the Spanish were not tolerated at all.
Hi, I'm Noah. I impregnated Mr. Derby's wife. Crap, he's going to kill me. I can't help the fact we love each other. I'd do anything to protect my love and my child. Why'd I have to become a slave?
Hello! My name is Polly, and I am 15 years old and an indentured slave from Beaufort. We worship Anglicanism. I was forced to take care of a slave who I did not know and did not care about. I struggle living in my master's house because he mistreats everybody. Being punished for something your parents do is strictly not fair. Later on, getting to know the new slave Amari, I know that if we put our differences aside, we had to understand each other. Getting to know Teeny and Tidbit was such an honor, because being with Teeny and Tidbit, we had gone through so much together. Amari and I shared so much experiences from leaving Mr. Derby's house into this big dangerous journey where we went through a lot of horrifying things to finally reaching our magical song. Through this journey of my life, I learned a lot of new stuff and that I will take from it.
I'm Mr. Derby. I'm a slave master. I have the most land. I own slaves to take care of my plantation and my family. I killed Noah for impregnating my wife and the child.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Derby. I'm married to a slave master and I'm pregnant with the slave's child. I'm scared for my life and this child. I have a stepson that hates my guts and loves to take advantage of one of my slaves named Amari. I don't agree with how my husband treats the slaves. He treats them awfully and doesn't pay them at all. They have terrible working conditions, and our government's earliest form of democracy was when the rich voted for the assembly and the slaves weren't paid at all. They also had poor working conditions and living conditions. Since I'm a woman, I cannot vote, but my husband can, towards the fact that he's a male, wealthy planter.